They had never crossed paths before, so when they came face to face, neither recognized the other. Adding to the confusion, the girl had left early in the morning, so the CEO didn't realize she was the same person he had encountered the night before. The CEO, stunned by the realization, hesitated. Meanwhile, the girl misunderstood the situation, mistaking him for some inappropriate doctor. Without missing a beat, she threw a flurry of punches his way, before storming out of the hospital in anger. When it came time to settle her hospital fees, the girl learned from a nurse that her card had been frozen. Panicked, she called her mother, only to find out her mother had deliberately stopped all her cards. The reason? Her mother had arranged for her to meet a fiancé the day before, but the girl was furious about the arrangement. The argument that followed led her to leave home in frustration. That evening, looking for a way to blow off steam, she went to a nightclub, where, ironically, she unknowingly encountered her supposed fiancé. The next morning, a call from her best friend brought an awkward revelation. She'd mixed up her room key and accidentally ended up in the wrong room. Now with her cards still frozen and no financial options, the girl reluctantly took a job as a tutor for a wealthy family. The moment she walked into the house, she witnessed the previous tutor being kicked out. She instantly realized this family would be no cakewalk. But with her finances on the line, she summoned her courage and stepped inside. Determined to prove herself, she laid out her impressive academic credentials on the table, showcasing her qualifications. As she was introducing herself, the CEO, sitting nearby, looked up intrigued. That's when the girl recognized him. It was the same man she'd punched at the hospital. The CEO was just as surprised to see her, and quickly stood up to explain that the incident from earlier was all a misunderstanding. But before the girl could fire back with a retort, she was hit with a sudden stomach pain. Concerned, the CEO rushed over to check on her. At that exact moment, his niece walked in and saw the scene. Immediately, she jumped to conclusions, assuming this girl was about to become her new aunt. Her reasoning? Her uncle, a 30-year-old bachelor, had never been close to any woman before. Yet here he was, visibly worried about this particular girl. Eventually, the girl stayed on as the tutor for the niece. One day, while reviewing the niece's homework, the niece casually asked about her background. The girl's answer shocked her. Her story matched the background of the fiancé their family had arranged for the CEO. This revelation led the niece to believe without a doubt that this tutor was actually her uncle's fiancé.